Welcome, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for August 31st, 2025, on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. Aquario. Today, the cosmic currents are testing your flexibility in ways you may not have anticipated. With the moon brushing against Saturn in your sign, there's a sense of emotional heaviness, like you're carrying the weight of decisions that can't be postponed any longer. This isn't about small tweaks or surface-level changes. This is about the kind of inner restructuring that demands honesty with yourself. You may feel like the ground is shifting under you, but that's the exact energy pushing you to let go of what has been quietly draining your light. It's a call to release attachments that no longer make sense and to create space for the kind of growth that truly matches your frequency. In your relationships, the vibe is raw, unfiltered, and transformative. If you're partnered, you might feel that a certain dynamic is stretched to its breaking point. The truth is, you've been sensing this for a while. Love is present, but patterns of imbalance or ego-driven behavior may have kept things on shaky ground. This is not about walking away without clarity, but about recognizing that you can't keep patching cracks that keep opening again. Today brings you face-to-face with the decision of whether to keep investing energy or to step back and honor your own peace. If you choose to distance yourself, expect resistance from the other side. Someone doesn't want to let you go. Still, the stars urge you to stand firm in what you know your soul deserves. Not intensity that burns out, but love that sustains. For single Aquarios, the air is buzzing with surprise re-encounters. Someone from your past who once left a strong impression could suddenly cross your path again, this time under completely different circumstances. Before, timing may have been off, or one of you is unavailable. Now, the universe seems to be staging a reunion that feels fated. Pay attention, because this connection carries the energy of a soul mirror, someone who reflects back your own desires and dreams, but who now arrives at a moment when you're more ready than ever to embrace it. This isn't a casual spark. This is a chance to build something solid that could evolve into long-term stability if you allow yourself to open up again. Career-wise, the tension of recent months begins to shift. If you've been dealing with uncertainty, closed doors, or situations where you felt sidelined, today's energy brings an opening. It could arrive as a contract, a meeting that suddenly turns in your favor, or recognition for work you've quietly put your heart into. The presence of Saturn reminds you that nothing worthwhile is handed out without effort, but with your current alignment, the payoff is arriving. Expect a breakthrough moment where you finally see why the delays and struggles were part of the process. You're stepping into a cycle where fairness and balance prevail. What you've invested in will return to you, but multiplied. On a personal level, your growth is being accelerated. Aquario is a fixed sign, meaning change isn't always easy for you, yet this period demands it. The tower-like influence in your chart shows that clinging to what's familiar is no longer sustainable. What falls away now is only making room for something that vibrates with your truth. Think of it as clearing the stage for the main act. You can't perform your best if the backdrop is cluttered with old scenery. Your task is to stay grounded, to breathe into the discomfort of endings, and to trust that each closing chapter is tied directly to a new beginning that actually fits the person you're becoming. Money and stability finally feel less like a question mark and more like a steadying force. Agreements, deals, or collaborations that were once stuck begin to unlock, and you may notice that people are more willing to cooperate and recognize your contributions. Financial justice, in particular, is a theme. You could recover something owed to you, or see the balance tip in your favor after a stretch of sacrifice. It's not about sudden wealth, but about fairness, about feeling like your efforts are being met with equivalent reward. This shift helps you breathe easier and rebuild your confidence in long-term plans. Emotionally, the heart is where the real test lies. Aquario, your loyalty and dedication run deep once you commit, but right now the lesson is about loyalty to yourself. You can't keep giving second chances if the cost is your inner peace. The universe is showing you that even when love is present, relationships must also bring balance, respect, and growth. Otherwise, you risk confusing attachment with true harmony. Today is about drawing those lines, about saying, I deserve a love that doesn't require me to fight for basic needs. That declaration, even if silent, is what shifts your energy and signals to the cosmos that you're ready for something aligned. The energy of the day encourages patience and adaptability. Imagine yourself as that reed bending in strong winds, not breaking, not losing strength, but moving with the flow until the storm passes. This is the flexibility that will keep you standing tall when everything around you feels chaotic. Your element is air, and air is fluid, shifting, and expansive. Use that to your advantage. Adapt where you must, speak when it matters, and hold your vision steady even when the moment feels uncertain. As the evening approaches, clarity sets in. What feels like a collapse in one area of your life is actually a divine reset, pushing you back into alignment with your authentic desires. Whether in love, career, or personal healing, the deeper truth is that you are not losing. You're being redirected. You may not fully see the bigger picture yet, but the seeds planted today are part of a foundation that will outlast the instability. What you're creating is resilience, and resilience is what transforms endings into stepping stones. Aquario, today is not a day to fear change. It's a day to embrace it as the exact force that is carrying you closer to what is truly yours. The energy is intense, yes, but it's also cleansing, carving out the space for joy, stability, and love that lasts. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And remember, what is leaving now is never meant to define your future. Your story is being rewritten in real time, and you're stepping into a chapter that will finally reflect the strength and clarity you've been cultivating all along. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Today, Aquario, the energy surrounding you is filled with both awakening and movement. You are stepping into a cycle where clarity is replacing confusion, and opportunities are emerging after periods of stagnation. The cards show that someone important is holding back feelings, while at the same time, destiny is aligning to push you forward in love, career, and personal transformation. Let us explore card by card how this day unfolds for you. Card 1. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups signals a fresh emotional offering, perhaps even the start of new love. For Aquario, this card highlights that your magnetic energy has broken barriers for someone who thought they would never feel this way. Whether this is a past connection reconsidering you or a new soul stepping in, the message is clear. An emotional renewal is ready. Your heart, however, still carries scars of old pain, which means discernment is necessary. The universe asks you not to shut yourself off completely. New love could surprise you. Card 2. The Eight of Swords. This card represents the feeling of being blocked or trapped by circumstances. It resonates strongly with your past, Aquario, where emotional wounds caused you to step back from love or other opportunities. The Eight of Swords reminds you that many of these limitations exist only in your mind. Today, it is important to notice how your fears or doubts may be preventing you from seeing the possibilities right in front of you. Liberation begins when you recognize that your path is not as closed off as it seems. Card 3. The Knight of Cups. Here, we see movement, an admirer approaching, someone with a romantic message or heartfelt offer. The Knight of Cups reflects the energy of the person who stayed with unfinished business with you, now preparing to return or confess feelings. This card reminds you to pay attention to invitations or messages that may arrive unexpectedly. It also shows that, beyond romance, your creativity and intuition are being activated today, an ideal time to dream boldly and act on your passions. Card 4. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords recalls past heartbreak that still influences your present choices. Aquario, this card confirms what the energy suggests. You've been hurt, and part of you resists new beginnings in love or trust. This card does not appear to reopen wounds, but to remind you of the importance of healing. Without addressing the pain, you may fail to recognize valuable opportunities or even sabotage them. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about reclaiming your strength and stepping into relationships without carrying old shadows. Card 5. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune spins in your favor today. For Aquario, this is a symbol of rapid and unexpected change. Economically, you are entering a new phase where opportunities for growth and recognition are opening, possibly a promotion, new project, or financial breakthrough. The card reassures you that your destiny is shifting after a period of delays. Change may arrive suddenly, so remain flexible and ready to embrace what is offered. This is divine timing rewarding your persistence and inner faith. Card 6. The Lovers. The Lovers card signifies an important decision in matters of the heart. Aquario, someone is choosing you among other options, recognizing your uniqueness and light. But it also represents your choice, whether to allow new love or reconciliation into your life. This card also suggests soul connection energy, hinting that the next significant love you experience is linked to past life bonds. Beyond romance, the Lovers urges you to align your choices with your higher self. Act not out of fear, but out of authenticity and love. Card 7. The Page of Swords. This card reveals curiosity, observation, and messages. Someone is watching you closely, asking questions about you, or even gossiping about your life. The Page of Swords shows that while you may not be aware of it, people are paying attention to your moves. For you, Aquario, this is both a warning and a sign of admiration. On one hand, remain cautious with those who twist words or manipulate stories. On the other, recognize that your energy draws attention, and soon the truth of someone's intentions will reveal itself. Card 8. The Chariot. Finally, the Chariot speaks of triumph through determination and forward motion. This is the card that reminds Aquario of who you are, unstoppable when you set your vision clearly. Today, it represents victory over obstacles that once felt immovable. Whether in career, travel, or personal goals, the Chariot shows that discipline and courage are leading you to success. It also encourages you not to remain passive movement. Even small steps ensures that destiny continues to open new doors for you. In today's reading, the Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups bring news of love and emotional renewal, while the Three of Swords and Eight of Swords acknowledge the wounds and fears you must overcome. The Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot show that fortune and victory are within reach, especially in career and destiny. The Lovers reveals both deep romantic connections and the need to make authentic choices, while the Page of Swords highlights observation, curiosity, and hidden truths. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. Today's financial energy for Aquario glows with possibility. The Wheel of Fortune shines brightly, signaling that the tide of destiny is turning in your favor. Where you once felt stuck, there are now pathways emerging almost out of nowhere. This card does not guarantee instant wealth, but it promises movement, opportunity, and new doors opening at precisely the right time. You may notice opportunities presenting themselves in surprising forms, perhaps a sudden project offer, a conversation that leads to collaboration, or even a promotion that had been stalled until now. These shifts are not random. They are the universe's way of aligning your effort with divine timing. What seemed delayed before was actually preparation. Networking also plays an essential role in your luck today. The Page of Swords suggests that people are talking about you, and while some of this may be gossip, much of it is recognition. Your name could be brought up in rooms you're not in, and in the context of career or financial growth, this is favorable. Don't underestimate the influence of being noticed and recommended by others. However, the Eight of Swords reminds you that self-doubt can become your greatest obstacle. If you believe opportunities are too good to be true or dismiss them out of fear, you risk missing them altogether. Money and fortune favor those who are willing to act when the chance arises. This card encourages you to untie yourself from limiting beliefs. The Chariot amplifies this momentum, insisting that when opportunities arrive, they must be met with focus and determination. Financial success will come not only through luck, but also through disciplined effort. A promotion, A new source of income, or even recognition in your field is possible, provided you push forward with confidence. Altogether, your money and luck today are driven by destiny aligning with your persistence. Expect a sudden turn that places you in a more favorable position. Be ready to seize it without hesitation, because the universe rarely repeats the same window twice. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for August 31st are 10, 22, 34, 46, 58, 70. Daily love. The Ace of Cups is overflowing today, Aquario, pointing to fresh emotions and the potential for a heart awakening. This may not only signify a new love interest entering your life, but also the rekindling of feelings from someone who once hesitated to fully step into your world. Love energy today is tender, surprising, and filled with renewal. The Knight of Cups reinforces this, showing that someone with genuine emotions is preparing to make a move toward you. Whether through a message, a call, or a sudden appearance, this card suggests that a person who once left things unsaid is ready to reveal their heart. This isn't empty romanticism, it's sincerity, though it may still be cautious. Yet the Three of Swords reminds you of old wounds. Past heartbreak lingers, and these memories can cloud your ability to receive new love openly. Emotional scars do not mean you are incapable of love. They simply ask you to heal, to take time, and to allow yourself the patience to feel safe again. Without acknowledging these pains, you risk projecting them into future connections. The Lover's card introduces choice. You may soon face a decision between holding on to the past and embracing a new, more aligned love. This is not a time for fear-based choices. Instead, this card encourages you to follow the path that honors your authenticity and deepest truth. Love should feel like alignment, not compromise of self. There is also the possibility of a soul connection here, someone who feels familiar because they are part of your past life story. The energy is that of unfinished business, as if love is seeking completion or continuation through this lifetime. Such relationships are often intense and transformative, teaching you lessons about surrender and trust. Altogether, love for Aquario today is tender but decisive. You are reminded that healing and patience are essential, but so is openness. Love may surprise you in ways you never imagined, provided you let go of fear and trust in the unfolding of your emotional journey. At work. In the workplace, the Page of Swords makes its presence known. You are being observed, discussed, and even evaluated. This may come from colleagues, superiors, or even competitors. While some of this attention may stem from curiosity or even envy, much of it is about your potential and the impression you're making. You are more visible than you realize. This heightened observation is not something to fear. Instead, it is confirmation that your presence matters. The way you express yourself, contribute to projects, and even carry yourself is being noticed. Use this to your advantage by remaining consistent, professional, and authentic. The Chariot strengthens your position at work, emphasizing that determination and clarity will bring you progress. It is a day to set goals, stick to your priorities, and avoid distractions. The Chariot's message is simple. Focused effort brings victory. Do not allow yourself to be derailed by minor inconveniences or other people's opinions. The Wheel of Fortune suggests unexpected developments in your career. A project could shift, a new role may emerge, or recognition for your efforts might appear suddenly. This is destiny nudging you forward, especially if you have felt that growth opportunities were stagnant. Be ready for change, even if it feels swift. At the same time, the cards remind you not to be swayed by gossip or external chatter. While the Page of Swords may indicate talk behind your back, the Chariot insists that your progress will not be defined by other people's words. Stay centered in your own path, and let results speak for themselves. Work today is about visibility, movement, and destiny aligning with your effort. By staying grounded and consistent, you will not only navigate through workplace politics, but also position yourself for meaningful advancement. Health. Your health reading today is strongly tied to your emotional state. The Three of Swords shows that unresolved heartbreak or grief may still weigh on you, and this emotional heaviness can manifest physically through fatigue, tension, or even restlessness. Emotional healing is vital for your physical balance. The Eight of Swords adds another layer, warning that overthinking and mental stress could become draining. Worrying excessively about what might happen can consume your energy and disrupt your sleep. This card invites you to gently free yourself from the cycle of overthinking by grounding your mind through relaxation practices. Physical movement is also highlighted as essential. The Chariot suggests that staying active, whether through walking, exercise, or even mindful movement practices like yoga, helps clear mental fog and energizes your body. Stagnation only worsens emotional tension. Hydration and nurturing the body are equally important today. The Ace of Cups reminds you to replenish not just emotionally, but also physically. Drinking more water, choosing nourishing foods, and keeping your system balanced are simple but powerful acts of self-care. Spiritual practices may also bring healing. The Wheel of Fortune suggests cycles shifting, meaning that your health could improve rapidly if you adjust your routines now. Meditation, prayer, or even journaling can help release old wounds that weigh on your heart and mind. Ultimately, your health today depends on emotional liberation. Healing heartbreak, calming the mind, and moving your body will create the balance needed to restore vitality. By tending to both inner and outer care, you build resilience for the changes ahead. Family and friends. Family matters today are shaped by communication and perception. The Page of Swords indicates that conversations or even gossip may be circulating within family circles. Someone may be curious about your life or making assumptions without full understanding. Transparency will be important to avoid unnecessary tension. This is a good moment to clarify misunderstandings. The Lover's card suggests that choices in family dynamics may need to be made, perhaps around responsibilities, support, or shared decisions. Harmony will be best achieved by ensuring all voices are heard. At the same time, old emotional wounds may resurface within family interactions. The Three of Swords warns of the possibility of miscommunication or hurt feelings. It is essential to handle delicate matters with patience and empathy. Despite these challenges, there is also support available. The Ace of Cups shows that beneath any tension, love and care remain strong. Family members may express their support in subtle ways, reminding you that even disagreements can strengthen bonds when handled with compassion. The Wheel of Fortune brings change to family energy. Circumstances may shift suddenly, relocations, decisions about shared property, or even unexpected news could affect everyone. These changes are not negative, but they do require flexibility. Overall, family dynamics today call for balance between honesty and patience. By addressing gossip, clarifying decisions, and leaning into love, you will strengthen connections and ensure your family bonds remain resilient. Compatibility. Aquarius' compatibility today is influenced by both emotional openness and intellectual connection. The Lover's card shows attraction and choices in love, while the Ace of Cups highlights sincerity and new emotional bonds. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, are drawn to your determination and inner fire. They admire your independence and may feel inspired by your drive. These signs can bring passion and excitement into your interactions. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, resonate with your emotional depth today. They may provide the healing or support you need, offering empathy that feels restorative. These signs connect with you on a soulful level. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, offer grounding and practicality. While sometimes slower in pace than you, they balance your visionary nature with structure and consistency. A partnership with these signs can feel stable and secure. Air signs, Gemini and Libra, share your intellectual wavelength. Conversations with them may feel effortless and stimulating. They mirror your curiosity and match your need for freedom in relationships. Altogether, your strongest compatibility today leans toward water signs for emotional resonance and fire signs for passion. These energies amplify both your heart and your drive, making them the most magnetic partners for you now. Your lucky color today. Royal blue is your color today, Aquario. It symbolizes clarity of thought, trust, and calm authority. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this shade can help you feel more confident in your decisions and at peace with the choices ahead. The phrase of the day: destiny favors the bold, but it also rewards the patient heart. This quote reminds you that courage and timing walk hand in hand. Trust the journey, act with confidence, and allow life cycles to reveal their blessings. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.